start the video, I just want to say happy belated Halloween, Day of the Dead, and Nightmare Night, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Now for the battle. So, hey, what's up, guys? Champion Marks here for an NU battle versus some guy whose name I forget. I really don't remember, because, you know, Smog on Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and you don't always ask for the people's names or whatever. But anyway, it's an NU match, as you can see, but I have a Manectric there. That's kind of my bad, because I didn't know that it was RU. I just assumed it was NU and shit, and sorry this isn't face cam stuff, picture-in-picture, whatever the fuck you call it, but my parents kind of saw me editing one of my picture-in-pictures, and they were like, no, you're not allowed to put fucking videos of yourself on the internet, because, you know, fucking pedophiles and whatever on the internet and everything. But anyway, that aside, yeah, first turn stuff happened. He led with Armaldo. I went for Toxic because I wanted to Toxic his possible stealth rocker. He Toxic me back, and I switched into Sock because I was assuming he'd either A, set up rocks and I could get a free switch in, or he'd switch out and it was Kraid Illy. And thankfully he does switch out and it was Kraid Illy, so I can easily get a KO on that thing with Bandit Sock, which yeah, that's awesome, because that means that I've potentially KO'd his Rock Slayer, so this team will have a lot better time with Sock staying with its sturdy and Braviary not taking rocks damage. But anyway, in comes this fucking... what the hell is that? Dodrio. And I'm seeing this thrash damage. I'm assuming this is Bandit. And, yeah, I've actually kind of heard of this. Apparently, like, Bandit is really good with thrash, because, you know, the Tangled Feet and the Confusion's pretty awesome. But I'm able to live 2 thrashes. He gets confused, and I get to lay up rocks, which is good, because I'm going to want that residual damage on his other things, like that, whatever. Anyway, I go for Seed Bomb because it's my only attacking move, and he switches into his Sawsbuck now. That is kind of shitty because I give him +1, but that's also good because that means that he doesn't have Chlorophyll because he has Sap Sipper. Because if he had Chlorophyll, he could have, like, Sunny Day'd or something and swept my entire team because he would have been able to outspeed my Braviary, which would have kind of sucked. But seeing that, I'm kind of thinking he's choiced. As a matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, he's got like 3 choice Pokemon on this team, which is kind of weird, but whatever. I go into Sock, because I know if he wants to stay in, I can live with Sturdy and kill him, or I think I even outrun his Sawsbuck. I'm not sure about that, but anyway. Armaldo, it's the thing he decides to switch in to take the close combat and die, which is pretty good, because that means that I've eliminated both his Pokemon that potentially had rocks. So Sock's going to be keeping Sturdy for the whole match. It's going to be a threat against everything he has, and Braviary is not going to be taking any extra damage. Now, in comes this Foamion. I don't really see this thing that often, but the way he brought it in, I thought it was Scarfed. So I just decided to go into Manectric, because I kind of want to fodder this thing, to be honest. But I really don't care much for this Manectric. I just want to have a solid switch to something. Now, he switches into his Raichu, I guess assuming that I was Scarfed too, and gets the Lightning Rod boost, but what he doesn't know is that I'm Life Orb, so I can just switch to Flamethrower and hit his Raichu for a pretty reasonable chunk of damage, and he goes for Nasty Plot, which, yeah, that doesn't really work out for him, but, anyway, he just decides to switch back into his Foamion, because he knows I'm probably going to go for another Flamethrower. Even if I go for a Hidden Power of some kind, it's probably not going to be Grass. So, you know, he gets this free switch back into his Scarf Foamion, and my Manectric just dies to Life Orb. And now I get to switch into my Wartortle. He's going to go for a U-turn to switch out, and I believe I just go for Toxic to get residual damage on whatever he decided to switch in, which happens to be this Dodrio. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to miss the Toxic. And, yeah, that... actually, it didn't really matter a whole hell of a lot, but it's still kind of annoying, because I don't really have any extra damage on this. Well, I really wouldn't have had... actually, yes, I would have had a hell of a lot more damage on this thing, because I would have been able to Toxic it, then go for Scald, but whatever, and, you know, it really didn't matter all too much to the outcome of the game. But kind of did matter here was I was a complete moron and went for Protect, and I kind of kill myself with Poison when I could have gotten some Brave Bird damage on this guy, but whatever. Doesn't really matter, because I can just go in a Braviary. I'm Scarfed, he's Banded, so I know I'm going to outspeed, and I can just kill him off with a Brave Bird. Now, I'm not... He sends in Foamion here, and I know that this is a speed tie, and I really don't want to risk it yet, because I don't really just want to risk him killing me with an Ice Beam, because I'm going to need this Braviary to kill off a lot of his guys. Now, I know he's probably going to go for the Ice Beam, so I switch into Flareon just because, you know, why not? And I'm going to go for the Lava Plume because it's the only attack I have, and I'm expecting him to switch into something. He goes into Raichu, it takes the Lava Plume and dies. So that, I think the game right now is at 3-2, if I'm not mistaken. I have Flareon, Sock, and Braviary, and I believe his last two guys are this Sawsbuck and that Foamion. So I just go for Protect for I don't know what reason, maybe to scout if he'd lock himself into Nature Power or something, but whatever. He kills me with a Double Edge, takes a hell of a lot of damage, and I just go into Braviary. And at this point, the game is mine because I can kill off his Sawsbuck, and if his Foamion comes in and wins the speed tie, that just means I'm going to die, and I can kill him off with Sock, thanks to Sturdy letting me be able to live a hit. And if I win the speed tie, I'm going to kill him anyway, so that's GG, whatever your name was. Sorry I forgot your name. Whatever, that happens with Smog on Wi-Fi Battle Finder, but... Sorry for not getting too much content out for the last little bit. I've been busy with projects and other things, but I'll be trying to get out at least 2 more games by the end of next week. So look forward to that, and comment, rate, sub.